Hey guys, and welcome back to another Great 56 Western video. Just put it back up. There you go. Yes, I know I haven't done a video in a while. I apologise for that. Last year I took a bit of a break over the Christmas holidays, and I did it again this year, purely because there's kind of nothing to do really. There's no real events to go to, there's nothing to do modelling wise. Or there was, I just wasn't bothered because it was Christmas. It's now Easter, got 2 weeks off, end of the first week, so I thought, why not just do a video. I'm starting an amateur yard because I think it's basically finished. There's a few bits here and there, like the fences. This man, for a start, he falls over all the time. The fences, not glued in properly. Buffers, these, I do have that. I'm kind of actually embarrassed about that, but oh well. Yes. These buffers, I think I'll get rid of them. It's not very good. Man, again, I pushed him over. Why did you do that, Tom? I don't know. Good answer. Yeah, basically finished. There's a bit more scenic work here and there, like some of the grass doesn't meet the ballast there, like there. Especially I can use my zoom. There we go. Yeah, doesn't quite match. Some of the grass isn't great, like here. Here, the bush, it's not too great. There's a massive hole there. Yeah, so there's a few bits here and there that I need to finish, but I have plans. There are pieces of paper here. I'll start with this one. So, this is a layout that's going around my room. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, like a long time. Before I went to a yard, I was going to do something around my room, and then I decided against it because it's a bit silly, really. But hey ho, I'm going to do it anyway. So, first off, there's this section here. Now, actually, I'm going to do, so, this is the room, wardrobe, desk in this corner, bed in that corner, along here. That's what I'm on now. Here's the bed in the corner. Here's the desk in that corner. And there's the wardrobe in that corner. There's me. Hello. Hello. So, yeah. That's that. There'll be this section here, above the bed here. I don't really know what height it's going to be, sort of there-ish. What do you want? Oh, okay. This will come down. This isn't really needed. That will all go under the bed, because there's room for it, I think. That, amateur yard, go somewhere else. I'll talk about that later. That stuff on the end, that's just junk that can be put somewhere. Yeah, so it'll be sort of this height. It will end, I think, just before the end of the bed. It will come to about here on the bed. So, you know, not all the way out, a bit further in. And I think it will go right the way up and touch up to this wall here. Also, the main reason why I'm having it like that is because there's this bit here, so I can have it come up flush to there and flush to the wall. So that'll be good. Then moving around, these yellow bits here. Okay, that bit and that bit are fixed. These yellow bits are detachable, and they're going to be non-scenic. So they're just going to be a plank of wood with track on top, running from that point to that point, transporting the trains. That's all they're doing. This bit might have a bit of scenic work about here. So might this one, it might have scenic work up to about there or so, because of what happens behind here. And that, so the field yard will be sort of up here. Track will run through, there'll be a through line, curve round here, and then the detachable section will start here-ish and run across the windowsill. So sort of along there-ish, and then it will join on about here. Now, that bit there is this green section, and that will run basically the length of that wall, stopping just before the wardrobe, and it will, in reality, so if I open the wardrobe, it will stop about here, because, you know, I need to open the wardrobe, because there's stuff in there. It will run from about here, right the way down to the wall there. In reality, it will be about this height. So these shelves, that one might be able to stay, but these ones definitely have to be moved. I was thinking of up on that wall there, because there's not anything there. Display cabinet kind of has to go, really. It's in the way, it's not really in the best of locations. I've taken most of the things out. There's just a couple of things left, like my Class 14. My beautiful, beautiful Class 14. Wow, yes. This will be going. Well, not going, moving, should I say. And then there will be this section of track here that will run basically along there. Now, I haven't figured it out yet. I think the scenic section will end about here. There's like a little seam down the wall, you can just see there. I'm going to have that as sort of my scenic break from now on. So I think the track, as it comes up to that section, it will sort of start to curve off about here, and then carry on and then do a really tight turn, brushing past the wardrobe, like that, and then come around tighter still, back into this section here. Now, this is where it gets interesting and also very confusing. This blue line there, that runs around like that, in reality that will be a bit further down, because this is an up ramp. Because this section above the bed is going to be two-tiered. So the first section, the lower section, is going to be a fiddle yard. That's where this comes in. Now, as you can see, this is the through line. So this comes through this bit there. It's actually the wrong way round, really. It should be that way round. So that yellow line going in there then turns into this line, runs through the fiddle yard, out this end, and then turns into that yellow line there and runs round. And in reality, I won't be able to fit this many lines in. The turntable will be about that big, probably. This isn't to scale. These measurements are, though. That's how long it is, basically. Yeah. There's the fiddle yard. So, run loop. Very important. Because the station, there's going to be a terminus station. Kind of need to have a run loop. Turntable at the end, there'll be sort of a roundhouse here for loco storage. Yellow section, this will be wagon and carriage storage, so like loose stuff, so the engines will run off, go onto a train, take it out. This will be for ready-made trains, so, you know, a couple of trucks, maybe a loco, DMUs, multiple units, Great Western steam rail car, I'm definitely getting one of them, that will probably live in one of these sidings. Yeah, so this is the lower section, and then if we move up to the upper section, this is the basic plan I've got at the minute. So what will happen is this up ramp here, run up and then in at a slight angle, as you can see there. It curves inwards, and then that comes inwards, and in reality I think what I'm going to do is have the whole station at a bit of an angle. So where that track comes in, it starts to curve around and it levels off. In reality, that curve will carry on to about there, then it will straighten out, not that way, but this way, it will come this way, and all of this will be sort of at an angle. Goods shed will probably be about here. I don't need all that space. Yeah, and this will be in the style of a Great Western sort of period branch line terminus, with the station building here, the offset station building, should I say, that runs into the run loop. In reality, again, this will be a bit shorter, so it will end probably about there. The platform will be long enough, almost exactly, for 3 of the new Hornby Colette coaches. I love them. I'm going to get at least 3, maybe even 5, I'm not too sure, because I love them. They look beautiful. I think they'll go very, very nicely with Adderley Hall. I think I'll be running those together a lot on this layout. So that's that bit there. There's a small goods yard here, goods sheds here, line or road going into it, and then a little siding in front, and then there's that main siding there for wagon storage. And then here there's a engine shed. I forgot to mark that. That's an engine shed. I'm probably going to be using this one here, my Hornby Scaledale or whatever it's called, Great Western shed. The doors have come off. I'll probably make some sort of new ones or just leave them off. I quite like it like that. And then here there's a siding, small water tower, WT water tower, and then a coal save, is it? Something like that there, and then here's the road, so there'll be a small depot there for unloading coal. That road will run round to the goods shed. There'll be like a small little, what's it called? I don't know. Road bit here with some of the horse and carts. The road will end there, and it will look like as if it's supposed to come round to here. There's going to be kind of a station parking area, so there'll be a couple of parked cars, maybe a few taxis, possibly even a Great Western bus. I'm not too sure at this point. Excuse me. So, that will be the lower section, that will be on top. So, like that, as you can see. They will be here. And as for this section here, running along the back, so that section running along there, that will be a scenic section, but it will only have a small, and I mean small, station at the back here. God, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So, this station will be long enough for 2 auto coaches, I'd say, at maximum, with, I don't know, like a auto tank in the middle in a sandwich formation. Then the line will just run off in here, in this direction. God, excuse me. Sorry, yes. Right, I've got my voice back a bit. So, I was going to originally have a small goods yard in this corner here just to fill up a bit of space. But I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a sort of hill section here. So I'm going to build this up scenic-wise. So it will run along there to look like as if, you know, the line follows the contours of the hill. And then have something on top, so maybe on a small cottage, memorial maybe, something like that. Just have this as a nice little running section to run trains through, so that will look very nice. Yeah, so the actual layout itself, well, sort of the period what it's based on. It will be, as previously stated, a small Great Western branch line. Not one of the ones, you know, like West Somerset where they've got 6 or 7 coach trains. It will be more like, well, as I said, maximum 3 coach trains, with probably a maximum of 2 auto coaches, purely because, you know, I don't have much room to play with. I used to have, as you probably know, I used to have a bunk bed here, and there used to be a small layout running around here. So just a big oval, really. That was pretty rubbish. I was very keen to get rid of that, so I did. And now I'm building this. Here we are. So, yeah, location. Well, I haven't really thought that much of location. I think I'm just going to kind of make it up as I go along, really. There's no set location. There's no location I want it to be based on. I'd quite like it to be set in sort of the Somerset area. So maybe, you know, kind of a what if the West Somerset was extended down to, I don't know, Porlock. This could be Porlock or something. This could be one of the hamlets. I'm not too sure. I'll decide that at a later date. As for time, I'm not really too sure because, you know, the Western region didn't really change that much from sort of, you know, early 30s till, you know, probably 50s really, you know, aesthetically. So I'll probably be running, you know, Great Western trains and maybe the odd BR train. So, you know, you might see, I don't know, standard class pulling a small freight train, maybe a standard 2, standard 3, not too sure. God, excuse me. Maybe even something like a bubble car. I'd love to have a bubble car. That's definitely something on my sort of bucket list. Bubble car, definitely. Oh, what else? DMU, probably. I'm probably going to get DMU. Great Western Streamlined Banana, Flying Banana, whatever they're called. Probably get one of them. I had something in my head. God, what is it? Oh, yes. Warship. definitely going to get a warship. I love warships. They are probably my favourite class of diesel, other than, of course, the almighty teddy bear. I'm probably going to get teddy bear as well. Maybe one of the Heljan ones in, I don't know, early BR crest. To run here, maybe do a bit of shunting in this station here. Not too sure, but yeah. So that's the basic concept for the layout. As I said, 2-tier section here, fiddle yard, terminus, detachable section running around there, scenic section along here with a small station here, maximum 2 auto coaches in a sandwich formation. Detachable section running along here, round and then joining in there, with a point probably about here-ish branching off and then going up, round here as far as it can go, tight round there, and then in at a relatively straight angle. Purely because on a scenic section, if you have a tight curve coming straight out, you can see the bogey coaches turn before they actually come out of the scenic section, and it looks quite bad. So I'd like to have as much of a straight section coming out as I can, maybe not, you know, that long, maybe, and then start doing quite a sharp turn around here. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching this 16-minute long video. It has been far too long. Yeah, so new layout. 009 layout will be scrapped. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. So, oh, there's a cat. Anyway, so yeah, this board here. This is my 009 layout. I'm gonna take the polystyrene off of it and just leave it as the wooden board. I like this design. It's very nice. Also, this width, the width of this, is exactly the width from that corner there to the edge of the windowsill. So, you know, that's kind of perfect. That's what I want to run down here through there. So I'll probably just replicate this board a couple of times, make it a bit thicker for the scenic section and the fiddle yard. The cat's back. Hey, no. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, so I'll end before you all fall asleep. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.